Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Foxy New.
Tim Bradley is scared of Canelo. Look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Tim Bradley has come out and stated that he's afraid for Terrence Crawford because of Canelo Alvarez. He states that, hey, look, Terrence Crawford will want to trade with Canelo, and that scares me. This man is afraid of what Canelo will do to Terrence Crawford. He goes into details and said he's not going to back down. And that's what scares me about the fight, because you don't need to be trading with that bull, Canelo Alvarez. Tim Bradley also goes on to state, I know you're strong, but that dude Canelo is naturally strong, and he's been at this weight class for a very long time. When Canelo fought Callum Smith, he's been acclimated. You're not. You do not need to be trading with this guy at all, regardless of how the fight is going. And that's what Tim Bradley's saying. Tim Bradley would rather Terrence Crawford, if he's losing, instead of going for the knockout against Canelo, he would rather Terrence Crawford to fight exactly like Jermell Charlo and go in survival mode. He's afraid for Terrence Crawford. These are his words. Now, what's so funny about this from Tim Bradley is just recently Tim Bradley was saying that Terrence Crawford would beat the brakes off of Canelo. I find that crazy. So at 1 minute, Terrence Crawford's going to beat the brakes off of Canelo, and the next minute you're scared? That makes zero sense. That makes no sense. How is he going to beat the brakes off of Canelo and the next minute you're scared? It doesn't make sense, Timmy. And this is what Timmy said. He said, something told me to study Canelo and study Crawford. Crawford is about to beat the crap out of Canelo. I'm letting y'all know right now, he's about to beat the brakes off of Canelo. Yes, he is. But now you're scared. So 1 minute he's about to beat the crap out of Canelo, and the next minute you're scared. The next minute you're a coochie. It doesn't make any sense, Timmy. But then we go on. Tim Bradley also said prior to this, he was calling out Canelo and said, do not run from the Terrence Crawford fight. He begged Canelo to take this fight with Bud Crawford, and now you're afraid for Terrence Crawford. You literally cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. And this is what I mean about Timmy being a Canelo hater, because he's saying that Canelo, don't run from Bud. Canelo, you're going to get the brakes beat off of you, but now you're scared as we inch closer to a potential fight. But this is how you know he's a hater, because this is the same Tim Bradley that said years ago that Jermall Charlo was a more credible opponent for Canelo than Dimitri Bivol, which we all know makes zero sense. This is the same Timmy Bradley, the hater, that said Canelo Alvarez, and this was over 3 years ago he said this, that Canelo has declined, he's about to retire, and he's no longer the same fighter. But this is the guy you're afraid that Terrence Crawford is about to fight? It makes no sense. I mean, you cannot make this up. And what's so funny about all of this is Terrence Crawford and his team has made it loud and clear. They have no intention on trading shots with Canelo Alvarez. They have zero intention of doing that. They're going to move, use their feet, and box around the ring the entire fight. These guys did not come to fight Canelo Alvarez. They're not looking to beat up Canelo. They don't want that smoke with Canelo. They want to stay on the outside, throw shots, and go to a decision. That's their entire game plan. So I find it really funny that now all of a sudden Canelo Alvarez is going to get beat up. He's garbage. He's running from Crawford. All of these narratives that this idiot spins. But now he's afraid for Terrence Crawford's life. Make it make sense.